right in the middle of a total screeching hello, everybody!
Oh!
Hola!
We just got on. We just got here.
Easy, Wawa.
Are we sure?
Hey
we're live?
everybody
I
who
still
out
see
there
the
feeling
Twitter.
EP tonight!
That was a test. Tab was testing us to see what we would do if stream started. Oh no, we are live. Wait, refresh. We are live.
Hi guys. Hi
Hi,
guys.
everybody.
Everybody. Pals. How's it going? We're in charge of stream now.
We have killed Tab. It is now ours.
I also thought
Yes.
this was a test because I forgot that YouTube lets you go behind by a lot. So I was like, yeah, it's a 30-second countdown. What's Tab doing?
Tab just walked away.
Well,
Hey Tab, what do? How are?
By the way, y'all, we're here raising money for the Entertainment Community Fund. The links in the chat. Go give mun.
Go
give
get
the
the
mun
monies.
Mm-hmm.
Are you done, children?
well, we're introducing the stream because
Yeah,
someone decided
yeah.
to leave.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. And in fact, yes, we are going to be raising funds for the Entertainment Community Fund. And
What?
half an hour late. What's half an hour late? Half an hour early. Half an hour no audio.
Life is good.
Oh gosh. Okay, y'all introduce yourself and entertain the stream. I need to get this away so that well, let me put it like this. Like, would you like to come and show yourself to the crowd?
Hello, child.
Hello, small
Is
child.
there anything I'm holding that you're interested in?
Give me all foods.
Okay,
Let's
so
go first.
introducing ourselves.
Yeah.
Here, I'll start because I'm the first on the line that I see. Hi, I'm Anya. I'm Lolly on Cosplay. You can find me at Lolly on Cosplay basically everywhere. And Tab's next, but he's not here, so
Hello, I'm Governor.
Yeah. Don't worry about Tab.
Oh, my pronouns are she, her. Important. Oh, there's Tab.
Tab's
Hey,
back. Now
Tab,
Tab's
you're
been
next in the order.
The two reactions: stealing my identity and going, "Oh, we don't need Tab anyway." Anyway, I'm Tav. I have also been known as Tavernaut. You can find me anywhere Tavernauts are sold, under at Tavernaut mostly, because that's what I. Are you okay, child?
Blessed
I
baby.
got some treats, and well, let's put it like this: $20 and $20 and they get treats.
Ah.
It's a donation. reward.
If you don't donate, his cats do not eat. It is
I don't
on
eat
you, audience. It is your fault if these cats don't get fed. This isn't about the actors anymore. This isn't about the writers. This is about cats.
My cats should really form a union.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
this
mean,
is...
haven't they already?
Yeah.
Oh,
I like our very different reactions.
Child. Let's put that away where you can't get to it.
Never.
He craves violence.
of course.
As one does.
As one cat does, yes.
Oh, someone did actually donate for the cats to get treats.
Hey!
Well,
That
look
was
at that.
Let's
Beat
see
them.
who
Back.
donated. Who?
Who did the donate?
It was a gas!
Hey!
Okay, fine, they'll get some treats.
Yay!
So, where were we? Where were we, children?
I think it's Riley's turn.
Oh, it is my turn. Hello, everybody.
Yes.
I am Riley Manus. You can find me on Twitter at ManusVO or TikTok at Riley Manus. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Hello, I'm Gaskinator. You can find me nowhere, as indicated by this below. I only appear where I want to appear, and I wanted to appear today because this is a good cause. Thank you, Tav. And I also use the she/her. Yes.
Amazing. And then finally, Shelly.
Hi, I'm Shelly Von Miller. You can find me everywhere on the internet at Shelly Von Miller. I'm a weirdo. Sometimes I do drag. I don't know. Yeah, that's about it.
I'm just making sure the boys get the treats that Gaskinator paid for.
Yep.
I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I believe they should be paid in full.
Oh yeah, I use she/her pronouns. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I use he, him pronouns.
I also use
call.
he, him pronouns.
There we go. All the pronouns.
All the pronouns.
Well, not all. You know
Yeah,
what I mean.
Everyone has introduced their pronouns. Not all
Yay.
the pronouns are. Yes.
Not all of the pronouns are present. Are they in this room?
Could you point to the
I
pronouns?
hear in spirits.
Are the
Chat, what are your
are the
pronouns?
pronouns in the room with you?
If there's any pronouns here tonight, tell me. Does it sound like Shakira?
God damn it. This has gone way off the road. Allow me to actually introduce the game that we will be playing. We will be playing we're still playing Fiasco. That's still a cat. And we are playing Serendipity City. What's the only thing better than urban fantasy hijinks? Urban fantasy hijinks in an alt 1920s city. In this sprawling dieselpunk metropolis, anarchists fight corrupt companies, shapeshifters fight for turf, and dwarves work in the caves underneath the city. The mundanes toil away at their factory jobs, while the gears of the mechanical underworld never stop turning. Winding their way through these warring factions, unions, and gangs, your intrepid group of questionable heroes just wants to get by. Or is that all they want? Say hi, questionable heroes.
Hi,
Hi, questionable heroes.
Questionable heroes.
I love that one. So, the way this works, very similar to what we did with what we did in the previous Fiasco game. We will be rolling about two blue and 2 purple dice per person. So that makes 20. I believe that makes 20.
5
can't
times
math.
2 of each.
4 is 20.
So 4 times 5 is 20. Okay.
The math checks out.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, sorry, I'm just getting distracted by Loki. Because I do get to see him. So I'll be rolling that, and then we're going to go around the table from the person, starting with the person who grew up in the smallest village, in the smallest town of all of us, and
Probably.
but before we do that, everyone take a place at the table. Basically, change the color of one of them to your color, and put your name in it.
Haha. I have a pretty color.
Oh, I gotta sit next to
Mine.
Tav.
Who you sit next to actually matters for the game, because
I
those
saw
are the people you'll have relationships with. Those can be good, those can be bad, but they're always interesting. So after we roll, which happens now. It's a whole bunch of dice, isn't it? So the way this works is... Are you okay, dice? The way this works is... First off, we're going to have a quick discussion to figure out who was born in the grew up in the smallest town. For me, I already... I'm pretty sure that unless I'm in a stream with a whole bunch of people from like New York, I'm not going to go first, because I grew up in Amsterdam, which when I grew up was 1 million people. I think now it's 1.1 or 1.2 million.
I grew up in the 4th largest city in the United States, so it's not me.
Now, here's an interesting question. Do I include the college kids or not? Because I grew up in a college town,
Okay,
and
so
population fluctuates by it doubles.
It
when
does
students come in.
cycle though, that like college kids are always there and living there.
Yeah. So in that case, it would be around 60,000 in my hometown.
Okay. And Gas and Riley. I saw you two nod, so...
Yeah, I come from a small middle of nowhere town in southern Georgia with a population just under 3,000.
Oh, wow.
I don't live near a town. I live on a road with like 6 other people.
Okay, so...
Well then.
No gas.
so basically, city, town, village, cult compound.
I live in the woods by myself.
Someone once tried to call it a cul-de-sac, and I was like, "That's too fancy."
It doesn't even curve like that. It's
It
just
doesn't
a line.
even curve like that.
I
You'd
live
have to
in
back all the
shack
way
in
out.
the woods. So, Gaskinator,
Uh-huh.
it is yours. The show is yours to start.
Oh wait, do I
Uh,
count the cow population?
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna make a difference.
That
There's
depends.
4,000 of them.
Yeah, cow herds, the likes you have never seen before. The
There are
cows
more
will
cow-
blow out the sun.
That's more cows than people in my hometown.
But do you count the chickens?
There's actually not many chickens around here. It's very
Oh.
cow-based, cow-orientated, and some sheep.
Anyway, we are going to start. I love how they move around on the stream as well. If you move them around on the dice
Oh,
thing.
that's silly.
It looks like we have a couple that are cocked.
Yeah, I'm checking. I think those cocked dice. Let's actually re-roll the cocked dice, which I believe is 1 blue. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks
let's
like
re-roll.
there's a purple one that's also, like, if I look at the stream.
Oh yeah, that looks cocked on stream, but it isn't cocked in actuality. I don't think.
Weird.
Wait,
How
which
dare
one
you,
was that?
dice?
Oh, the one that shows 3 and 1. That's this one. The one I'm moving around right now.
Yeah.
It clearly shows 1 on stream.
Hmm.
So I'll roll 1 more blue die.
Oh,
It's a 6. So
Let's
the way
go.
this is going to work, we are going to go through all of the different. Oh no! People have figured out that they can move stuff.
I'm organizing.
We are going to rotate around. We are going to develop relationships with each of the other characters. The main rule, there are effectively 4 main rules. 1, you must have a relationship with the 2 people next to you. So for me, that would be Riley and Gas. 2, your relationship must have a detail. 3, there must be at least 1 need, 1 object, and 1 location. But there can obviously be more. And 4, the last remaining die is wild and can be any number. So the last person to go gets to have another die, which is going to be Anya.
okay. There was way too much information going on there, so I'm gonna need to have it said to me again.
To be fair, you're the last one to go in this round, so you'll see. Gas,
Good.
what would you like to establish?
Okay. I get to pick any of the relationship. Oh, so I'm establishing it's how we
Yeah.
are on the.
You establish the first
screen.
thing. So, for instance, you establish unsavory or groups as a relationship, or you can establish commerce as a location, or magical as an object, or to finally as a need, and then someone else can apply one of their dice to make it like underground the dwarven forges.
I see. And then.
And you can only pick the things that you can take a dice away for.
Okay. So I'm also, when I establish relationships, it's between Anya and you, Tav, right?
Correct.
That's okay.
And your relationship has to have a detail, ultimately. So we'll get to that eventually.
I'd say establishing relationships friendly. Let's all be friends.
With who are you establishing relationship friendly?
With you, Tav, my bestie.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love how one of the friendlies is enemy of an enemy.
yeah. Don't count your chickens just yet.
So, do you want to drop the dice, or do you want me to do it for you?
Can you do it for me the first time, please?
Yes, I can. Clicky clicky, and away it melts. So we drop a card on the table, and we say, relationship friendly.
Yay!
Dun, dun.
Relationship
if y'all can
status,
see
unlikely
it.
to murder each other.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's a D6 that is just slowly drifting up the screen on the dice. It's just
Let it be
just
free.
gonna
Not-
run away.
not
Let it
for
be
me.
free.
But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and you know what? I would like to establish an object. Specifically, I'm going to steal another 2 to establish weapon as the object.
Ooh.
Tav craves violence as the cats yearn for violence.
All the violence.
So
Oh, man, we're out of 2s already?
We're out of 2.
I
That's
just
it.
want Chekhov's gun here. And I would looked it up later, and if you establish something, it's kind of related to you, it looks like. So the weapon is related to my character. So yeah, next up is Riley.
I am going to establish a relationship between Shelly and I, because I love the brain rot that we have together in our gaming options. So I'm going to set a family relationship.
All right. What are you taking?
That is a 1 to establish the family.
Ah, okay. Family.
Did you
Family.
remove it already?
I have not. No, I'm going to trust you to do it because I don't want to break anything.
I'm just going to remove that cocked die. There we go. Much better. So who's next? That would be
It's
Anya.
me.
Shelly.
Oh,
Shelly.
Shelly.
Yeah, I was looking at the card, and there was a card next to you, and I was like, oh yeah, fine, next. yeah, that-
Okay. We have a bunch of 3s. I think. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna. We haven't done a location yet. I think I'm going to do a magical location,
Ooh.
Okay.
specifically the Sacred Grove.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Is it bigger on the inside?
it's always bigger on the inside.
Well, you
Do
can't
we get to do
specify
both of
yet.
that?
Yeah,
Huh?
you set the location, so you set the base of the location, and then someone else can add. The
Oh, okay,
details.
so magical. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Which number is magical?
6.
That's a 6 gone. So that's a 6 gone. There.
Okay.
Is that back to me then?
No,
Yes, that is
why?
back to, no,
What
that's
about
back to
me?
Anya.
Let Anya have a turn.
About to
Oh, I
write.
thought that was written behind Anya. Sorry.
No, that's my mistake. It should have been written there.
Yep. Well, you know what? I really like Shelly's idea. So if we have 3s, so I'll
We
do
do.
the Sacred Grove. Can I
We're
specify?
getting the Sacred Grove.
Yeah.
Or do I need to do like the general thing first and then specify
No,
later?
because you've calling it the Sacred Grove is the specification,
Yay!
because it already exists as a magical location on our board. So that makes it Gask's turn. Now it is Gask's turn.
Now it is me. Are needs the thing that we do later, or can I start
you can
them now?
you can establish a need for yourself. What do you need?
Okay, what can I need?
If you look in the tables, the options are you need to change, to get, to finally, to earn, or to stay.
Or to figure out.
Or to figure out.
And we don't have access to get anymore because we're
Yeah,
out of series.
I'll do it to finally. I'll use one of our
Okay.
trees.
So
Ah, I did it, I think. It disappeared.
okay, and then for me, cool. It is still available. So because I when I looked at weapons, I saw one that I was like, yes, gimme. So the weapon is a box with angry spirits inside.
Oh no.
Tab is focused on this one thing.
Amazing.
I saw that and I went like, okay, no, I can't not.
Mm-hmm.
So we have a box with angry spirits inside, and that makes it Riley's turn.
Okay. I am going to establish my next relationship with Tav. I really
Because I
hope...
won't do it.
Clearly, I have to do everything for you. We're in a 1920s town, and I like the way some of these jobs look, so I'm going to set a semi-professional by burning one of our 6s.
Semi-professional is what it says?
Yes.
Easy. Burn a 6. I said burn, not lift. Burn.
Perish.
Burn, baby, burn.
Disco Inferno. Next up is Shelly. I don't know why I suddenly went Scottish.
I think I'm gonna take a need, and I'm going to. How many 5s do we have left? Oh, we only have one 5.
Hey, take it if you want it. That's why it's here.
Yep.
We're
we gotta use
building
them.
we're building our story together, and you get to make your choices.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna take a 5 in needs to stay.
Okay.
That means nobody
You're-
gets the position and power.
Not necessarily
True.
true, but
We'll see what happens.
needs to stay. And then we have Anya.
Yay! I didn't get skipped.
Gas?
Hey.
Justice for Anya.
No, so I was looking at the relationships, and I kind of want an unsavory relationship with Gask.
Absolutely, I was gonna do
Yes.
something like that too.
Yeah.
It was either unsavory or group.
Yes.
So, relationship. Unsavory. Awesome. Did I successfully click the 4 to remove it?
There were 3.
4, 5, 6. Okay, then I did not. Yes, it's removed. Gas.
I'm gonna use one of the ones to define my relationship with Anya as a professional thief, was it? And professional criminal and target / mark.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know who's who in that.
I was gonna say.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
Amazing. Then next, I get to go, and I'll guess I'll define a relationship. If I have to. So with friendly relationships.
You got new to town, friendly rivals, bartender hostess, and what is that? Enemy of an enemy.
I like enemy of an enemy,
Ooh, with the crime
with
thing
you.
going on with Anya too.
but with semi-professional
Oh.
and a box with angry spirits inside, I'm actually thinking artist and patron.
Ooh.
And I'm the artist.
With the box of angry spirits.
What are you making
Well, yeah,
in
you
that
have to
box?
get. They're not angry spirits, Jim. They are my muses.
There you go.
I love it.
So that is a 6 gone. And then it is Riley's turn.
All right. You know, I probably have to have a need, especially if I'm going to be working with an individual with a box of angry spirits that they insist isn't angry. So what do we have? 1, 3, 4, and a 6 to change the finally to earn to figure out.
One thing that I do want to note is that we are getting relatively close to running out of dice, and at that point, we also still need to define your relationship.
I established the family portion, and I want to give Shelly the power to choose
Okay.
Fair enough, yeah.
of what we will be. Because
Yeah,
I don't want to be
that's-
like you're gonna be my parent or you're gonna be my brother. No, that's I need to change. I'll take a 1.
To change his associate so he doesn't get eaten by spirits. Let's see, removing a 1. Then we have Shelly.
Okay. See, I still have to establish a relationship with Anya.
Yep.
Mhm.
So I'm going to. What do we have?
Your options are everything but groups, so semi-professional, unsavory, romance, friendly, and family.
I'm gonna do a family, and it's gonna be all 3 of us are
Oh
family.
wait,
Hey,
Amazing.
I'm
Aw,
here for it.
that's
triplets.
awesome.
Well, now that I'm seeing professional criminal and target Mark, either this is an entire story about how Gask and I are just completely ripping off this family, or it's a
No.
story about a crime family who are horribly abusing the trust of Gas and are using the box of angry spirits as a enforcement.
Oh, I like it.
I'm
That's
in favor of both, but the first one sounds fun. So, Anya.
Well, I'm gonna define the relationship. So my options are 1, 3. Oh no, 1. So 3, 4, or 6. So let's see. I'm going to say 4. That we're distant relatives.
Mhm.
So, like we
we're
know
all
each other,
cousins.
but yeah, like we're cousins once removed or something like that.
Amazing. And then Gas.
Easy. Defining my need as got to leave this life for good, spending a 3.
Finally get to leave this life for good.
Let's crime it up, baby.
I think
Oh.
we made a mistake
Mm.
somewhere
Hmm.
because
What?
I'm seeing 5 dice remaining, and we got 1 more round to go.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
good job.
having you remove dice for me. I'm not doing that.
So I think I forgot to remove a die somewhere. Would that be a 4 or a 3?
Well, I did the I defined the magical location and I did the
I'll drop a 4.
did the relationship with Gask. Those are the and then I defined the relationship.
Yeah, I'll just drop a 4. That's easy
Okay.
enough. Okay, so next up we have. I'll define my relationship with Gask. So we are friendly. We are either friendly rifles, bartender, hostess, slash surfer, and regular, or we are enemy of an enemy.
I'm definitely happy with any of those.
Yeah, we are enemy of an enemy.
Yeah.
And I'm really beginning to. The idea is really beginning to form that we are just fleecing this family for everything they have.
Oh no.
It's
Next
one
up,
last
Riley.
job.
One last job.
So that's the
Ooh.
6 I'm taking.
Darn.
You were hoping for the 6.
I was eyeing that 6. I was. That's okay though. That's all right. What do we have? Just 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see. 3, 4. I'm gonna take a 3, which is to change blank from the inside, and I'm gonna change this city from the inside.
Of a crime family.
We aren't defined as a crime family yet. We can
Also-
make those choices.
Yeah, I think based on what Gas and I are putting down, that this might not be a crime family. You guys might just be like a rich family or nobles or something like that, who we're fucking with.
Ooh, we're a Fae family.
Oh,
I
yeah,
like
the
that.
Sacred Grove.
I like
the
that.
Sacred Grove.
I like it.
And who else to
Uh,
target but a strong Fae
so-
family member?
Mhm.
So that is which one was that?
Was it a 4 or 3?
That was a 3.
So
That was a
done from you.
3.
So that's a 3. So you have a 4 or 3, Shelly, and Anya, yours is wild.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
But yeah, is this family called LaFay?
Somebody's got to be called Morgan. Let's see. We have a 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And there's a need that isn't defined yet.
Yeah, there's
We
my
have-
need, and then the relationship between myself and Riley. So.
Oh yeah.
By the way, you two can define those 2 things if you want.
I think sticking with the distant relatives with Riley. That way, like it's like all cousins. Like it's a big like
Mm-hmm.
family. I'm thinking like an Italian family where there's like a bunch
Yeah.
of cousins that know each other.
But we all got
Family
this
just
grove
about-
to take care of.
Yeah,
together.
we got to take care of the grove. You know.
A family bound together
Nona.
by one gay ass that is like take care of this fucking grove,
Yeah.
and you have to do it. Otherwise,
Mhm.
otherwise you start bleeding. You start bleeding from everywhere, and that's just not
Yeah.
nice.
I think I'll establish my need, and I'll take a 4, and it'll. Well, no wait. What is the relationship one? That's a 4. So I'll take the 3, and that
No,
is.
because Anya can take anything, so you can take.
Oh, okay. I can take the
Lost Eyes
4.
Wild, remember?
Oh, okay. Then I'll take the 4, and it's to stay unnoticed in the magical world.
As Fey nobility.
Yep.
Fair.
Sure, why not?
To be fair, your character is the only one who hasn't become the target of scammers.
Yeah,
This
you could
is
be
true.
the unknown like middle child.
The one who's actually clever enough to not fall in with the wrong crowd.
Mm-hmm. So then, Tab, what do
grove.
I have left to do?
You have 1 left, and that is a wild. And because of how the rules work, your wild is going to target the relationship between Shelly and Ryan. So
Okay.
you can choose which of the 6 options goes for Shelly and Ryan.
I'm gonna say, just going off of all of this, I'm gonna say that they're half siblings who have just met. Because that sounds hilarious.
Amazing.
Dad fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, is one of you the product of like dad falling in love with a mortal or something like that?
Actually, that would go with my need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you're
love it.
you're actually a half fae instead.
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
Very
dun.
cool. Okay, so that is everything set up. We are now going to take a quick break, and then we're going to start with Act 1. So, everyone, go ahead, get up, move around a little bit. There won't be any ads because this ain't Twitch.
Woo, woo, woo!
But if you want to donate, to make sure that the cats get even more treats, you can do so here. And please do, because we are raising funds for a very important, very good cause, the Entertainment Community Fund, which is essentially a fund that helps any professional in the entertainment industry who's currently being affected by the actors and writers strikes. So not just union members, which that is important. That is very good that the unions are doing that. But there's more people who are getting affected by this than just the unions. Except for the shareholders and the board. Those can go fuck themselves. See you in a bit. So yeah, tell me more about how your character is going to die. Hello, everybody. Didn't see you come in there. That was totally, completely unplanned and definitely real.
Are we
Promise.
live?
Are we
What's going on?
rolling?
Are we on the internet?
What's the
Testing,
internet?
testing. Can you hear us?
Tab, this is an intervention. What do you mean we're streaming?
Who streams their intervention? What?
Tav,
This is
you
why
have-
we're trying to talk to you, man.
Tav, you're having a problem with streaming. You're streaming too much.
Why are you streaming this?
You have a plan to stream for 3 days straight. What is wrong with you?
Anyway, as we return, I just realized that a couple of those cards are a bit low in there.
Oh yes, the
Someone
object
could
is
have-
covered up.
Someone could have warned me that
I
the
did
name
not.
of the that I hadn't updated the name of the show yet.
I thought you had
Oh,
a
you
plan to
didn't?
like change that in the middle of be like, "Welcome to Serendipity City," and you'd like type the name out to change it.
I did not.
I had complete and utter faith in you, Tav.
That was your first mistake.
Downsizing the Serendipity City. Let's go.
Exactly. Downsizing the Sacred Grove of Serendipity City.
I think that's how you get angry druids, but okay, go on. Okay, and
I'll be honest, I literally did not even see it.
I'm working on one laptop monitor
Also-
here. There's no way I would have noticed it.
Also, goddammit, Torin. Also, hi Jen, how are you doing?
Jen, yay! Hello.
So for all of
Hi,
the
Jen.
new folks who are joining, the deal that I've currently made, because didn't have time to set things up properly, the deal that I've currently made is $20 and you get to give the cat a treat.
Kitty.
So
the
if you want cat content, you will have to make sure that the Entertainment Community Fund actually gets funded.
$30 and I will go over and wake up my pug and show her off on stream in her sleepiness, and she will probably be blepping.
Amazing. So, with all that, we are actually going to start with the scenes now. The way this works, a scene can be anything from a long, drawn-out conversation between two people or a car chase or something cool, or it can just be a small setup where you're just doing a monologue or a flashback or anything. There are two ways to start a scene. The first one is to leave your fate in the hands of the other players, where you are asking the other players to establish the scene for you. If you do that, they get to decide how the scene starts, but you get to decide how the scene ends by picking up one of the dice that I'm going to put on the table now. There. There are two kinds of dice. The light blue dice are for good outcomes. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're good for you in the long run, but in the short run, a blue die means that whatever happens in the scene, it seems to be positive for your character. The purple die is the opposite. Whatever happens for you, it's bad. So when you are playing your scene, you as if we established for you, you get to pick a die and you say, well, I think the scene is about to turn bad, and then you horrifically and you describe how everything goes wrong, or I think this scene is going to go well, and then you describe how everything goes right. The other way is you establish the scene, but the other players get to decide. And the way that happens is at any point in time, while the scene is ongoing, any of the players can just go and put a die in the center and go like, I think this is going to go poorly. And then the other players just check in with each other, and if a quick consensus is reached, that is how your scene is going to end. We have once we have done 2 passes around, and that basically means that 10 dice have been given out, the twist will happen, the tilt will happen, during which we move from Act 1 to Act 2. And when all of the dice are gone, that's when the game ends. And during Act 1, when you get a die, you give it away. So you can give it to anyone else. In Act 2, when you get a die, you keep the die. And the one thing to keep in mind is you want as many dice of the same color as possible. Because having a mix of good and bad dice, that's how everything goes horribly, horribly wrong.
Hooray!
Horrible things going horribly wrong. That's what we're here for, right?
Yeah, you hear that, folks? A balanced lifestyle means that things will go horribly wrong indefinitely.
Something good happens, something bad happens, a fate worse than death awaits you.
Yep.
Sounds
about right.
Bad happens, your life is going to be a-okay. So, with all that out of the way, Gas, would you like to establish or resolve?
Oh god, why did I have to be born on a shitty 6-person road?
You could have counted the cows. You could have made me go first.
I think to get started, we should probably establish, huh?
Yes.
Do an
So in that
establishing
case,
scene.
you get to decide how the scene starts.
Okay, I think the scene starts with me and you, Tav, doing a pre-planned meetup. I've been sent by a higher up from... I'm an imp for someone else. And we're after the same mark. So it's not necessarily an enemy of our enemy relationship yet. It's just like you're going after my guy, and you're going after my guy. How are we going to resolve this?
So, what is your character's name?
Tick.
And does your character like turn into a mortal, turn into like a human form, or is he? Are they just vibing as an imp all the time?
I think they're just vibing as an imp most of the time. They only change into a mortal when they have to. Yeah.
And just so that we have everything, what are your character's pronouns?
I think a little they them.
So tick, as in TikTok goes the clock.
No, tick is in the like little bug that sucks blood from you. TIC.
Interestingly, that's how I was imagining it.
Also,
Yeah.
Oh.
I
See,
said-
for some reason, I already spelled it like TICK. Because in some weird part of my mind, apparently, I think that TikTok is spelled TICK. TOCK.
I mean, technically it is.
Here we go.
That is not a
Yeah, the app is screwing us up here. They removed the C's.
And yes, they do have an older brother called Tack.
And a younger brother called Toe.
Yes.
Got that. So, you meet in like you. I'm assuming you're visiting my character at his like shop or at his workshop, right?
Yeah,
Because
I
he's an
think
artist.
it's like this thing of if there's other customers there, Tick is absolutely... You know when you have to wait in a store for someone else and you're just like fake browsing? You're like, yeah.
Yeah, so he is called let's are you done? I'm trying to figure out what his proper name is. So while I'm figuring that out, I'm going to describe his workshop. His workshop is like one of those. from the outside seems dingy, and the outside of his workshop seems dingy in the only the way that like one of those old French ateliers are. But when you come in, there's all these incredibly lifelike paintings across the walls, and just go. There's in the background. There's some singing as a person rounds the corner with walking around on cloven hoofs with like snake slits for eyes, raven black hair. Probably would stand tall if he didn't slouch, and that would be Jacoriel, or as everyone just calls him, Jacques.
Jacques!
J'accuse.
Like this, or Jack. He is, in fact, a devil, who has been sent to the city to tempt a certain family. As he turns around, he hears the door. Opening. For a second, there's clattering of like paint supplies on the ground as he twists. As there's this and sulfur smell as he twists around. Goes, yes. Who's that? And there's now a relatively tall standing, definitely not conventionally handsome, like slightly lanky man, who just walks into the parlor and goes, yes. Oh, it is you. And snaps and he turns back into his demonic self. What is it this time, Tick?
Oh, I'm just coming around the neighborhood. Obviously, we got something to talk about.
I have no idea what you mean. I have been sent by the embassy to take care of some problems in the city. Some do-gooder who wants to make the city actually work properly. That can't be right.
That sounds like a load of bullshit. But
absolutely,
it doesn't matter what the embassy wants. What my boss wants is take him down.
Okay, let us start from the beginning, because I wasn't aware that the family DeFay was having other problems. Who are you going after?
I don't know, just one of them. I got a picture.
Show me, I guess. And takes and looks at the picture, looks back at you, and goes, "I have no idea who that is."
Me either. Like I said, it's bullshit.
Well, how is it related?
Part of the same family you're going after. That's all I know. Last name.
Well, in that case, I honestly, what I'm seeing here is an opportunity. You can get what you want to make the boss happy by ruining this poor woman's life, and I can get what I want by making the brass happy by ruining whatever is good in this city. And I don't see a problem. I don't see why we would have to fight about anything. I think we can be friends if you would just take the deal.
I'm not smart enough or paid enough to make big decisions like this, but does sound tempting. Less effort.
I mean, I am very good at tempting. I do believe I got very good grades in that class. So, what do you say? Work together? Less work for you? Less work for you, and we should probably be able to knock this out in a weekend?
Well, good for you. I failed my making deals class.
Shake, handshake, and that's where we fade to black and go to the next scene, I think. We didn't. People have already decided that this went very well for Tick. I'm not sure.
Everything's coming up, Tick.
Okay, Gas, who do you give the die to?
Do I have to give it based on any merit? Because I feel like I should give it to you for being a scene partner.
You can
A little
strategize. You can strategize here, or you can just give it to someone. Basically, if you give someone a die that they already have a lot of, you're helping them. If you give someone a die that they don't have a lot of, you're hurting.
Okay, I'll give it to you, Tav. Hope things go well for you so this actually works out.
Amazing. I'll take it and bring to the front. There we go. That means I have a blue. And I'll move all of those
Dun
to the front.
dun dun.
Okay, so for my next scene, you know what? I'll let all of you establish. So, what is Jacques doing?
I think this should be Jacques maybe acquiring this object of angry spirits, or at least interacting with it in some way, like the setup of this MacGuffin.
Okay.
And also trying to figure out who the heck this person is that Tick is looking for.
Yeah, because I didn't want to describe the photo because it is Anya's character.
Yeah,
I don't want to be like, she has blue hair and pronouns.
I think we'll have that happening when we go to that point. Also, by the way, Jacques Oriel goes by probably like any all pronouns depending on how he's transformed, but in his demon form by he him pronouns.
Okay.
Because
So yeah, probably trying to talk to Riley's character.
could be, or
what better way
I-
to both get what you want and learn a bit more about the family than to go to your potential patron?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm hearing two potential scenes: the establishing with the box, and that is probably more like a soliloquy flashback type deal. And the alternative is meeting with Riley. Honestly,
What if we mix the two? As a patron, it's not just someone who's a client, but someone who like gives you financial support and backs you. What if we flash back to maybe either the conversation about me acquiring the box for you, or we're at the auction where we win the box for you?
Right. Yeah, I think at the auction where we win the box is probably a good one. The reason I was trying to keep you out of that one is because you seem like the good guy and not the kind of guy who wants a spirit box or wants anything to do with the spirit box. But I think this sounds
my
more
character.
like,
I just want to support you. I think I'm
yeah,
doing a good thing by supporting you.
It sounds like Jacques and Riley are kind of Jacques is kind of just abusing the trust of Riley here.
Absolutely.
Awesome. You go ahead and set up the auction scene then.
Absolutely. We are interior, bustling heart of the city. We're in a rather nice place, very, very noble-esque. It's not necessarily a nobility thing, but it's a nice place to be going if you're going to be auctioning off magical items of this nature. Standing together is Jack, as well as my character, who is Douglas DeFay, a tall, strong-looking man covering himself with a rather nice suit to keep an upward and outward appearance in his goals as a politician in the city. Half of the dryad that will come in later for other things. The other half is treant, so nature is very much of his appearance. bushily bark skin, very tall and strong looking, as he's returning to Jack and handing them a drink as they stand together at this auction.
Douglas, mon ami, this, and yes, I have decided hell is French.
As a francophone, I approve.
Well, it is persistently on fire. So as he takes the thing, he says, thank you so much. Yes, lot 346. That I told you about. I can turn this into a wonderful, like, living display. Have you ever seen your art so lifelike that it seems like it almost moves?
Nothing past those paltry enchantments of some of those other artists that I've come to work with from time to time, but
that work does not have soul.
Well, I think that's a good essence, as that'll go along with my campaign quite well. No artist I've met has made renditions and preparations and has helped beautify the city in the ways that we need as you have, Jock.
Yes, very good. Thank you. I am most pleased that you think so highly of my work, and well, it is going to be quite expensive. And then you see and you hear like the people doing the auctioning, and honestly, it doesn't seem that expensive.
Next up is lot 346. 346. Starting bid is 550,000.
Which, for you, not that expensive.
No.
Someone might get the feeling that it's expensive in other ways.
Well, I have no issue obtaining this for you. I'm going to. Don't have any doubt.
The gentleman in the back, 550,000. Do I hear 560? 560.
Is this the moment where the imp comes in to start fucking around?
Well, this is a flashback, so
Yeah.
unless Tick is just here being malicious.
I mean, that's what I was thinking, like a little bit of additional drama. But if we're not going for the drama, then I think I'm going to go for blue. As the auction continues, and eventually it is hard won, but we win the box, and Jacques takes the box, much appreciated, and looks inside it, and you hear like a soft gushing of wind. Goes, yes, very good. Closes it. No peeking. That would be spoilers.
I trust in whatever you have planned for us, my friend.
Yes, I have so many plans. And we fade to black on that horrific note. And will go ahead and give, you know what, someone who hasn't been yet. Anya, you get a blue die.
Ooh.
Righty, it's your turn.
I'm concerned that you gave me that.
That's planning. That's targeting right there.
Really?
I am going to establish. Seeing as Shelly and I are half siblings who have just met, why not meet? Why not meet each other? This will be a somewhat not too far flashback. We'll call it just maybe a week or two. Within a month, as a child of the dryad father, who is somehow also a deadbeat, who decided to ruin everything and have at least two different children with two different people. He knows about this grove, and of course has been keeping it secret, because it is a family secret, at least in his mind, to what he knows, considering it's called the Sacred Grove. So the scene opens with Douglas stepping down into a deep, dark part of the city's underground, and finding the not to be disclosed, because it's a secret, location of the grove, waves his hands in the ways that he was taught to open up this gate and step inside, unknowing who might be in here.
The person who's in here is Amra. Amra Faye. She doesn't have the Faye. She's just, I think it's dropped because of the like half mortalness of her. She has some of the features, like she doesn't have like the bark skin. She has like probably like dark like brown hair, and she's like elf-like. She's got like the pointy ears and kind of just green like clothing and things like that, and she's tending she uses she they she mostly with her mother, they with everyone else, and she's tending to the grove when she hears this, and she's just like, hello, who's there? Who are you?
I'm a Defay. I presume you are as well?
I'm a Fae.
Not a Defay?
No. Who? Why are you here?
This is my family's grove. Why are you here?
My family is tasked to take care of this grove. We're kind of like groundskeepers.
I'm well aware, as I'm part of that I'm sorry, who are you?
Oh, sorry. And she like kind of gets up and like cleans herself. I'm Amra.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Amra. I suppose I have to ask who your parents might be?
Well, my father, I don't know him. My mother, her name is Selena.
Did your mother ever talk of your father? A dryad man, full-blooded, bit arrogant, bit distant?
She didn't say he was arrogant or distant, but they loved each other very much.
Oh, that would explain why he left, but nevertheless, it seems, presumably, that you know how to care for here, and you are here, that we're family.
Oh, I see. Would you like some tea?
That sounds lovely. Let's catch up.
What is your name?
Douglas.
Douglas. Well, I will ask my mother about this. I'm sure she'll have a lot of questions.
Of course, and if you need me for anything, by all means.
Well, okay. Here's some. She kind of just like waves her hand, and she's just like, tea. Here you go.
That sounds like a solid place for it to sit down and let our characters in the fade to black begin their chattering to get to know each other a bit more. I don't like the color of the dye that's been selected.
Yeah, that's why I was just like,
I saw that.
I saw you slowly start to put your foot in your mouth as like the kind of out of touch noble with the some you know what it reminded me of? Game of Thrones, Robb Stark and Jon Snow.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Now that you say it. I
can't watch that show, but anyway.
Am I responsible for the placement of this die?
Yes, it's your scene, so you get to choose who gets it.
Well, between the hesitancy and the the potential of this relationship, I feel it's only right
Thanks.
for Shelly to hold on to that.
Blowing up the grove.
Hey now. Well, you got to learn why I came to the Grove after so long.
Next up is Shelly.
I think. Let's see. I think. Oh gosh. Yeah, I think it would be like a scene between myself and Anya. I think Anya is probably I'll establish it. Anya's the only person from the DeFay family that she knows, and she's just like, this is like the post like learning about Douglas, and Anya's probably just like, oh, you've met Douglas.
Yeah. Also, I'll give a little bit extra there. Part of the reason why my character and yours have met first is because they essentially live in the Grove.
Yeah.
And I'll add to that essentially in a moment.
It's probably like a couple of hours after meeting Douglas and having tea. Anya, are you there?
So, my character, the first time you met this relative of yours was very disconcerting because you came across this grove and thought that it was just trees. And then one of them bent down to your level and looked at you. My character's name is not pronounceable. And so it's a rustling of wind through the tree branches and just the leaves in the wind. And so because of that, they are also known by the much easier and shorter name, Messalina Prunelaire Chuffy DeFay. Much easier to pronounce. And
I should have said cousin. I should have said cousin instead of Anya. Cousin, are you there?
But they are this elongated, like 15-foot tall. If they stand still, they look like a birch tree.
That makes it so much funnier in retrospect, just being like, this is a picture of my target. It's just a tree. It's just a tree.
Which actually makes Victoria's response make so much more sense. He's like, I have no idea where you would go.
This is a tree.
What?
I mean, you can borrow an axe.
I'm gonna rob this tree.
Well,
We're going to
you
rob
you're
this
gonna
tree.
take food?
So here's the thing, the fun thing about birch and aspen trees, if you don't know, if you see like a copse of aspens or birch trees, they are actually all interconnected by their roots. They are all technically,
They're
it's like
essentially the same tree, right?
Yeah, they're essentially the same tree. They're all a part of the same system. But the name that I wrote down, Messalina, they, them pronouns, refers to themselves as we. And we are able to change size. And so we duck down, look at, I forget Shelly's character's name, so I'm gonna look at it. Amra. So we look down at Amra and just, in like a flash, are down to about 7 feet tall, shorter, but still very tall, thinking that this is a perfectly fine height. Oh, hello there.
Hello, cousin. It seems we've had a visitor.
Yes, I saw him.
Of course you saw him. You're incredibly present. He says that we're related? That our father is the same.
Well, in a way, aren't we all related?
true. We are all, I guess, fae. I'm confused. Why is he coming here?
Well, it is the family grove.
That's true. It's just I've never met anyone out in the family besides you and the others like you. The other trees like you.
Well, we don't all look alike.
True. I don't know. Should I be worried? Is he going to kick me out? I don't want to leave. After Mother passed, I was told about this place and I came here and I found you and I like it here. I don't want to leave.
You are under our protection. You will never leave.
That's good. Okay.
I love to have face there.
I'm just scared, I guess.
No need to be scared. We will scare off those who endanger you.
Thank you, cousin.
Always.
I appreciate you.
And us you.
And yeah, I think, Amra just like walks back to her little hut in the grove and who do I want to give the dice to? Why is it a bad ending? I guess it's like the scary.
The second that
second
it turned ominous there.
Yeah, the second it went like, you can never leave. It turned purple. Honestly, the whole time it was a pretty good scene, but then suddenly it went dark. I like how the family is consistently polling badly, whereas the devils are polling well.
You'll stay with us forever.
You'll
You'll
float down
float.
here.
And you'll float too.
Just because I want to cause a little chaos.
Hey.
Yeah.
You'll love to see it.
Bully tab.
Chaos,
Bully tab.
chaos.
I mean, I'm more than happy to have everything fall out from underneath me. You've seen last game. So, Anya,
Yes.
that does make it your scene. Do you want to establish or do you want to resolve?
Do I need to be in the scene?
Yes. It is your scene.
I was just in a scene.
That is in fact how role-playing games work.
Shelly just went twice. It's okay.
Yeah.
So did I.
Yeah, we all
feel
went
like
twice.
We would be meeting Dick.
We will meet it.
How far do your trees go out of the grove, or do they go out of the grove? Because I
That's
feel like
horrifying.
Wouldn't
Yeah.
you like to know?
Because how would Tick know?
how would
That's
you
true.
get in there?
I mean,
The other tree that has the name of creaking bark as the wind blows.
Anywhere the wind blows.
Yeah, so you're going to meet with Tick.
I think so, unless someone has something fun.
All I know is that Tick is on a park bench with a newspaper that is far too big for them, with eye holes cut out, and they are staring directly at a tree.
The wrong tree, mind, but a tree
Oh, yeah.
nonetheless.
It's not even a birch tree, it's an oak. And you just hear this rustling sound of leaves all around you.
Yeah.
And you look up and there's suddenly 3 birch trees kind of all around the bench that weren't there before. Hello, little one. Aren't you curious?
I'm not curious anymore.
You seem curious to us.
Wait,
Looks at photo. Looks at birch trees.
well, what brings you around here?
Interesting creatures and interesting things. Maybe they aren't quite where they belong. Do you belong here, little one?
It's a public park.
Purple dye hits the table immediately.
That- and that interaction was enough for Tick to say, I'm gonna fucking rob this tree.
Yeah. Also, I need to leave the criminal life.
Oh my god, I'm crying so much. Let's just say that trees are just laughing and it sounds like leaves just going
Every
crazy.
tree in the city just starts shaking.
Is this just end scene?
Yeah, I think
End scene.
I think Tick just like sees this and goes yeah and starts running.
Screams, it's a public park, and sprints away.
It's a public park. Yeah.
Drops the paper.
Yeah, throws the paper at the tree, which is actually really morbid. And goes,
Distraction.
Throwing a dead tree at a
Fucking
live
sad.
tree.
So, who do you give the die to, Anya?
Oh my god, let me recover. Oh my god, I'm okay.
Are you though?
No, I'm really not. Hang on, I need to zoom out because it won't let me scroll over. It's a bad die. I'm giving it
is.
to myself because I deserve it.
You can't.
Oh, I can't?
You,
Okay.
you have to
We
give it
love
to
the
someone
energy, though. We love the energy.
We don't disagree,
Give it to
but
Gask for making me laugh so hard I cried.
yeah, let's go.
Oh my god.
oh,
Oh my god.
Gask, it is your scene.
Oh god, what do I do after here? I have a feeling that Tick mid-sprint away probably runs into someone else. Maybe Riley, because they haven't met Riley or Douglas yet. Because Amra can't leave the grove.
Oh, yeah. Amra's
And
trapped.
there's no way Tick is going to the Grove.
Yeah,
Not without backup.
Tick is trying to get as far away from trees as possible and instantly runs into another dryad.
Tick just runs up the it wouldn't be Empire State Building, the Magic Kingdom State Building, and just on the top of the building. Okay, I'm away from all the trees. Turns around, bumps into something rough and woody. Turns around and goes, "Oh,
He's right behind me, isn't he?
Back with the trees again!
No.
I think
Trees.
we
Why does it always
established
have
for
to be
you, so you do have the choice of how the scene goes."
Moi?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess what would Douglas be doing? What's a normal day in the life of Douglas?
Well, let's see. This is when you met Messalina, so you haven't started to target them just yet. You kind of just bumped into them. I mean,
yeah.
he's still working. You know, like I mentioned before, he's a politician, and now that we're back closer in real time, the election is just a few days away. And so, of course, he's out and about on the town, looking good, shaking hands, not kissing babies because that's not really a super cool thing to be doing to other people's children. But he's up here. He has actually just finished up an interview, and he was just idly chattering as you bumped into his leg.
Yeah, Tick is definitely like 3 foot nothing.
Hey, Douglas turns around, kind of just.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
You're
Are
not
you
one
alright?
of them, are you?
Them is a very generalizing term. You're going to need to specify.
Shows you the picture.
Tree.
I'm going to assume you don't mean that in a bad way, and ask if you're okay. Is everything all right?
Do you know the fastest way out of the city?
Let's see. We're in the capital, or the
Yeah.
Magic Kingdom building. Well, we're on the north side of town, but the road.
Oh,
the
hi, I'm
closest
Tick, by
city-
the way.
Douglas DeFay. Pleasure to meet you, Tick. It would probably be going eastbound, since sure you could go north to Aqueous, but they're like in the ocean, and you don't seem proclive to watery locations.
No.
Why do you need to leave the city so badly?
'Cause it's a really bad place, but it would be really good if someone did something about that.
Well, luckily for you, I'm doing my very best. If I could ask you, what do you think is the most important thing to change in this city?
Cut down all the trees.
We will not be desecrating our beautiful landscape and beings, as there are tree beings in this city. It sounds like you've had a traumatic event with a tree recently. Perhaps I could recommend you a therapist, maybe a mind changer. Just get that traumatic event taken away.
I don't think I can afford that. You should work on free healthcare as well.
I'll write you down for free healthcare.
Okay. Do you happen to know, where, Jacori, is?
The artist?
Yeah, do you happen to know that?
I do. Yes, he's one of my favorite artists. I'm one of his patrons. Let me give him a call. And I'll wave. Douglas waves to create a small call other mobile magical phone device spell.
Yeah, so a like old-fashioned big like two-horned contraption of a phone starts ringing in Jacques' atelier, and there's as the phone is picked up, there's ring, and then yes, hello, and there's a whole bunch of things falling down behind him. As who is this? Oh, Douglas. Yes, hello. What can I help you with?
Jaguarel, mon ami. I happen to have what seems to be one of your fans with me, who's actually asking about you. You said your name was Tick, correct?
Yeah.
You don't get to see this, but like on the other end of the line, I'm imagining like a split screen on the cinema. You see Jacques' eyes just narrow. A tick, you say? Well,
yes.
I'd be more than happy to meet this tick.
Oh, fantastic. How about we all meet up in say an hour or two? I'll treat both of you to a late lunch.
Oh no! They seemed like they really wanted to meet quick. So just tell them to come over to my atelier. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they are very interested to see what I'm working on.
You got it.
Click.
All right. Well,
And immediately, Jacques has already forgotten about this conversation and is just going back to art. Honestly, that is what Jacques wants to do, not fuck around with this, but.
And, of course, to end the scene as it fades to black, Douglas will be handing the address to the atelier to Tick for them to go to.
Well, while you're handing it over, Tick accidentally pokes you with one of their claws, and draws a little blood. If trees have blood.
I don't.
Sap.
I mean,
Sap is
you gotta poke pretty hard to get through bark, though. Unless you just have the sharpest claws in the world to get that sap out.
Demonic fangs. Demonic
Yeah.
talons.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you get a little bit of sap, but I mean, Douglas doesn't notice much. He's got thick bark. It probably doesn't hurt too much.
Thank you, mister.
Of course, you take care of yourself, Tick.
Yeah.
Into the elevator to wait to ride it down.
So, I see that Gask, you chose that ended well.
I didn't choose that one.
Oh, Gask had the scene established for her, so
Oh, okay.
Gask actually gets to choose at this
Okay,
point.
yeah.
I think it did go well for
Yeah,
a little Tick.
That is fair.
And I'll give that to Riley because you're lonely without any dice.
Take it. We take what we can get.
We take those.
Yeah. So, I'm going to establish a scene. This is once again in Jacques' atelier, where he has invited Riley to sit for a portrait after the whole affair with the whatchamacallit,
The box.
the box, getting the box, and he has invited Douglas over to be immortalized in oil.
Fantastic.
Douglas, how are you doing? How are you doing as he's painting away? Is the campaign going well? I presume.
I think so. I really do. I've been getting through to a lot of people, I think. The rally recently was quite successful, save that little incident of those fiends deciding to come in and light some trees on fire, but that's just inner city gangs doing what they do. I'm sure we can get that fixed up as well. But I'm excited.
Yes. The Infernals always cause trouble. I'm assuming that Douglas still has no idea that Jacques is actually a devil.
Even if you
Jacques
were,
Jacques
even if you
actively
were.
hiding it, and Douglas doesn't seem to care that much.
Douglas sees the best in people.
Yes. Well, I have to thank you for sending that tick over my way. They seem to want to leave the city, but also they were interested in working together on some projects. So you could say I've taken them on as a bit of an apprentice.
Oh. Well, what makes you so kind to a fellow starving artist? You always seemed so independent.
Well, sometimes you have to nourish talent to grow your to better yourself. The poor fellow couldn't get a job in one of the big ateliers inside the city, and I have the space for them to work.
Well, get them producing.
At this point, I think Tech rounds the corner.
I am back.
Oh, young Tick. Are you young?
I don't know. I just
Great.
kind of woke up and I've been working ever since.
A great
I-
mindset.
I do believe that may go against some child labor laws. Oh wait, we don't have those yet.
Yeah, I was
will too.
created from demon blood in the 9 hells. I don't think I have child labor. I don't think it counts as child labor.
Well, I definitely am trying to make some better bonds with the Infernals and see if we can maybe get one of them as an advisor on my board so we can better take care of everyone in this city.
Yes,
Well-
and all of your good works are exactly why I'm so glad to help you.
Oh, I'm glad to have you, and with the work you're doing, I really think I'm making strides in getting some entertainment funds put together to help out artists like yourself.
Yes, very good. Now, hold still. The pot is not quite finished yet. I think we'll need a session or 2 more after this
Of
one.
course.
But, it will be so lifelike. People will look at it and they will go, is that Douglas in there?
Oh, it'll look fantastic in the mayor's office.
Exactly. Now, Tick, I do believe you
Yeah?
had something. You had something you wanted to ask. As Jacques Coriel is basically trying to get you an in towards rustling of wind through leaves the Fae, so you can do the robbing because he made a deal and he upholds his deals.
Yeah. I need to get over my, fear of trees, and I thought about what you said with the therapy, but I'm gonna try exposure therapy. Do you know where the coolest, most magical trees in the city are?
Moving past the point that exposure therapy is incredibly unhealthy for you and could have lasting effects on your mental health, we won't talk
Yeah?
about that right now. What I will talk about is just walk our streets. There's a variety of trees to witness, both living and non-living. Well, they're all living, sentient and non-sentient, excuse me. And that's one of the great parts of our city is that even amidst all the changes we've had and the call for industrialization, we've managed to maintain a great piece of nature all throughout our city.
No bullshit. Sorry. Just had a frog in my throat. Yes.
Yes.
Sounds great, Mr. DeFay.
Yes, it would be awful if the industrialists got their hands on all the trees in the city. Truly awful.
Oh, that's why I plan on keeping them safe. They're an important part of us.
Anyway, I think that is where the scene ends as I'm seeing a negative die. And honestly, I'm very...
Yeah, I think that went well for you, Tav.
Yeah, for it went well for Jacques and no one else.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to keep me with the purple die or give me the blue die. That is the good die.
I'd give you a blue die.
Yeah. You got what you wanted out of that. You're continuing your seething connection. I would agree with blue.
Okay.
You know what? Because I am very, very excited for what Fresh Hell's rustling of wind through leaves is going to unleash on the city, I'm going to give another blue die to Anya. And Brady, your turn.
Let's see. I will establish again. This is going to be back in the Grove. Naturally, after finding out that there is a resident that he had not met yet, Douglas wants to be going back to try and keep up a bit more. And in the tea time, because he's so busy, didn't get a chance to say hello to Messalina, and that's who he's coming back to the Grove to see. to speak with and ask a few things in regards to their thoughts on the city and improving the nature aspect of it all. So, donned in his typical white suit, trudging down to the secret location, ensuring no one's following and that it's secret and safe, Douglas makes his way inside.
And you see right at the entrance, there is a birch there, very, very tall, that immediately just loops down and says, "Oh, hello there. We weren't expecting you."
Well, you don't have a phone, so it is difficult to call ahead, but it is still very wonderful to see you again, Messalina. I presume Amra's hidden around here somewhere?
Somewhere, hereabouts, thereabouts, somewhere in the area, yes.
Of course. How have they been doing? I haven't had a chance to keep up with them. I didn't know that we had another sibling in our family.
Oh, well, there's much that you do not know. They are doing well, I think. They are happy. They're maintaining the grove, and that is all we want.
Oh, it's good to have someone else here, I'm sure, considering how long you can be left alone sometimes.
We can be anywhere, it doesn't matter. We can be up, above, down below. Our roots go far.
That's actually precisely why I came. I wanted to talk to you about your roots as well as the other roots of the city. And of course, in the past, Douglas has kept you up to date with this. He's no absentee follower of the Grove by any means. He still comes back here because it is family, and he knows you. We've known each other. Whether or not all of they likes Douglas is up to them. But the reason I came, Messalina, is with the city changing and things constantly going, it's important for us to keep nature in mind. And I'm sure we're a bit biased considering who and what we are, but I find an outstanding call to get rid of it and to replace it and move it away and make room for change and industrialization. And I want us to go the other way, where it's more natural, more vibrant, more who all of us are as Fae, to embrace nature. It's strange to me that we're choosing to move away from it all. And I wanted to see if you had any ideas or recommendations on making the roots that we all share a more important part of the city.
But we are many. We need our roots. We need nature to survive. No nature in the city would be stifling. We must all live together.
Precisely.
If we do not, if we are removed, if they try, well, we can certainly take care of that.
Do you have an idea?
Nature overcomes all. There's nothing that nature cannot do.
Yeah. You're right.
Leave a building long enough, nature overcomes. And we can speed up the process. If they try.
I think that's a good place to end that scene.
Absolutely.
Oh,
I
goodness.
was you may have noticed me slowly edging the purple dice closer, but honestly, this seems like it went relatively well for Riley. He got some good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good advice.
I find it to be good advice. I'm a dryad treant mix. So I believe in nothing more than the nature of the city. And who else to receive and share this good fortune than dear Messalina themselves?
This is just going to end with the entire city being torn down by a massive tree growth.
Wait for the tilt in the aftermath.
It is absolutely going to be like a Princess Mononoke situation where all of the buildings are overcome by plant life.
And I was 2 days away from retirement.
As a city devil, do not approve. Anyway, Shelly.
I think I will let somebody else establish.
Well, you've been talking with like the you've mostly
trees.
been doing things with the trees now. So how about you get to deal with the devil of it all? I am like thinking that Tick might be interested in talking to someone who's close to Messalina, but not as terrifying.
Well,
I was going to say that with the blood sap that I got off of Douglas, that I was going to try and like scry on him. But I'm willing to say that
You accidentally scry in on Amra instead.
yeah, because they share the same DNA blood.
Family tree.
Yeah, that just getting the wrong person, but right place. So if that's something you want to go with,
Yeah, we can do that.
okay. So portal opens up near your head. Scene.
you got nothing. You lose.
To be honest, I think
Just
that's a
purple
perfect scene.
Traumatizing.
Yeah, I think that's a purple die for sure.
But
You're
also
really
as
getting
someone who's
into it.
like not wanting to be known, needs to not be known by the magical world, someone popping out of a magical portal to look directly at you. That could start up something, a spark, a character arc.
Yeah, that's definitely a purple die.
Who are you handing this one to?
I think I want chaos with. It's the tree sap of it all. I think it's gonna cause a little chaos.
Anya.
So my choice. So no matter what, I have to be in the scene. Yes?
Yes.
I think that it would be interesting because we have absolutely no connection whatsoever, Jacques. I want to know what your connection with Messalina is. I want to be seen.
Interesting. You know what? I think you know how artists sometimes go to nature to do like big nature drawings. So that is exactly where the two met. And whether this succeeds is very dependent on whether this will be a blue or purple die. Because you meet with Jacques Oriel, or as the city knows him, Jacques, as he is standing in one of the Middle Park, looking out over like this big, beautiful lake, copses of trees in the distance, rolling green fields with a whole bunch of people walking around them, and he's intently looking out over the park and just seems to like perfectly, almost a little too perfect, be taking drawings and notes of the place. What folks do not know, and that's the does this go well or does this go poorly, is that he is painting for a very particular employer. Specifically, he's painting for the Hellfire gangs.
Interesting.
He's just doing a little bit of reconnaissance for them.
So, as you're drawing and painting these things, you look down and look up, and the trees have shifted. And you look down and look up, and they've shifted again.
That is a bit annoying. He takes out a blotter, and they disappear. The trees just disappear. So he looks at the canvas and goes, no. You will be exactly like nature. And paints it again. And then she's going, listen here, you little shit. I do not appreciate you making fun. We're going to do this one more time, and then you're going to get it right. Or you'll find yourself with the old paper. And he looks out.
They've moved again. Why should we stay where we are? We are everywhere.
That is what trees do. The definition of a tree is. Who am I talking to?
You were talking to us, and multiple birch trees appear right next to you, kind of springing out of the ground. It is us.
Oh.
We are everywhere.
Well,
Why should we not move?
That is different.
Not particularly.
Looks at you just intently, and then like the snake eyes squint for a second, and then he looks. Madame de Fay, do I have the pleasure?
Oui, tu l'as.
Well, to what do I owe this distinct pleasure of such highborn company?
We saw you painting. We were intrigued.
Oh, I do portraits mostly, but sometimes it relaxes to be out in nature, don't you think?
We are always in nature. We are always here.
Not all of us are lucky as you. And there's this dripping sarcasm in this city of steel and glass.
That can be changed.
I'm sure it can, but why would I want it to be?
Oh, who would want to live in all of this pain and iron and burning and so much burning, loud noises? Why? Nature is calm.
Yes, and boring.
Boring is not bad.
I don't know. Boring is, well, a lack of possibilities.
Am I boring you? As they shift around again. We thought that you were intrigued and annoyed by us moving.
Well,
Is
now
that
that I know who you are, I can adjust. And he plots, and does a new bit of drawing, and then just you see all of the birch trees have been taken out of the painting. There, much better.
Those ones are not us. Over there, they do not move.
Yes,
They are not part of our
much the way I
system.
like it.
Boring. And they disappear.
Okay. I don't know, what would Messalina think if like a whole bunch of trees got burned down?
Oh, they would be pissed,
Rage.
and they
In that
would
case,
come after you.
that's a purple die, because the painting that you didn't stop him from finishing is going to the Hellfire gangs, who will use it to do a bit of what they do best.
Hellfire.
Hellfire and trees don't mix.
No, they do not.
So, who are you giving the purple die to?
I'm giving it to you. Because you're fucking up my trees.
Aren't I a delightful little scamp?
I wouldn't use
They
those
might
words.
be remembering this.
I'm now imagining
The
just
trees
the,
don't forget.
Now I'm imagining a lot. Which of the I have completely forgotten. Zombie game, something will remember this.
Oh,
I have no idea. I don't do zombies.
Telltale.
Yeah,
Telltale
you didn't
thing.
see it, but you missed Messalina Prunalare Chufi DeFay will remember this in the top of your corner.
Disapproves.
So, we round out back to Gask, but we have gone through half of the events, which means that it's time for the tilt.
Hey, what's a tilt?
Okay, so the tilt is where we move from Act 1 to Act 2, and this tilt, everyone, and we'll go one by one, is going to roll their dice, the dice that they've just got. So I'll start, and I am rolling a 3, a 4, and a 5. So it gives me a 2 purple. And basically, we want to see who is the highest purple and the highest blue.
Okay.
So I have 2 purple. I'll make a note of that. And next up is, let's go around the board. So Riley, you have 1 blue to roll.
I have a 5.
Yeah. So Riley has 5 blue.
I will be losing to Anya.
Not necessarily. Like Anya could roll all once. It has happened. Next up is Shelly, 1 purple. And ask if you need me to roll for you. So that is Shelly has 1
The
purple.
one.
Oh.
Congratulations,
Anya.
Gask.
Go ahead and roll your
Nope,
3 blue.
these are bees dice. How do I get rid of the bees dice?
Oh,
You do it for me.
I'll do it
You
for
do
you for
it.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you win on the blue end.
That's crazy. It's crazy how that happened.
Yeah,
That's
so
great.
Anya got 9 blue. Anya is very much on her way to a happy ending for rustling of
Trees.
wind through leaves. Yeah.
Mhm.
And now finally Gask, 2 purple.
Do I just click the purple one twice? Oh, there we go. Roll.
That's 11 purple. So yes, here's the
Uh-oh.
way this is going to work. We're now going to roll all of the remaining dice, which is 5 purple, 5 blue, to create random numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll. Okay, so these numbers, and one of them is cocked. I'll re-roll that purple one. These numbers, all of you can, the 2 high rollers, that is Anya and Gas, you both get to choose from the tilt table.
Okay.
First, the general one. You both get to choose a general one based on the dice that you rolled. And then second, you each get to choose the detail for the other.
Okay. So, sorry, what do I have to choose from? Do I have all of the dice to choose from?
Yes, so you get your options are 2, 4, and 6 based on what we
4 and 6.
Tragedy, guilt, and failure.
I kind of like failure. I'm
Okay.
gonna go with failure.
So one of the potential tilts that we have right now is failure. And Gas, what tilt are you going with?
I have to
You get
pick
to
like
pick. You get to pick one of failure, tragedy, or guilt.
yeah. I
And-
think failure is probably the best.
So we have 2 failures.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then now Anya,
Mm-hmm.
for Gask's failure, because we have so we got 6 twice. That means we have 1 6 left. You get to choose something precious is on fire, a good plan comes unraveled, or fear leads to a fateful decision.
I mean, based on Tick and the characterization, fear leads to a fateful decision makes the most sense.
Awesome. And then Gas. Which one do you choose?
I mean, they're a tree.
Yeah.
We all know
Something
what's about to
precious is
happen.
on fire.
Yep, we all knew it was
Perfect.
gonna happen.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I moved it again.
No!
something precious is on fire sounds perfect for this one.
Okay, and now we're going to go for a quick break, and then we return after these messages. These messages being, donate to the ECF, you cowards.
Donate money! See the pugs, see the cats being fed treats.
Exactly. See you all in a second. everyone. How are we? Oh, someone wants treats for the cats. Who wants treats for the cats?
Give them treats. Give them
yeah.
treats.
treat.
Who else?
It's an anonymous person.
Anonymous person has decided that the cats deserve.
The anonymous cat
Anonymous?
feeder.
Anonymity of it all?
Oh no, I kept the door closed so the cats can't come in. One sec.
You just hear like a smack. Boom.
Hello, child.
Riley, your cat heard the treats.
My cat has come.
Yeah. Jumps through the screen.
How did you get here? Stand tall, sweet babe.
Get that. Get that
treat.
tree.
Get that.
Well
treat.
done, kitty cat.
Get treat.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom, 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 nom. Sweet child.
My son, I don't have any treats for you. You've been bamboozled. The magic man in the screen did that to you, not me.
Ow! 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 That is. Hey.
Dumb.
Okay.
Nom, 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 nom.
He must have blood with his treats.
Blood for the blood god.
Yuki dropped one of his treats, and Loki jumped down and stole it from him.
Rude.
To be fair, that's basically how they always are.
Sweet child. Twofers. I think I see twofers. I see twofers.
You see twofers.
I see twofers.
A
Speak your truth, my son.
saber-tooth kitty.
Yeah. I should have went and grabbed my.
Oh,
hello.
such wisdom.
Speak your truth.
What is your wisdom, cat of cat
you,
of the
King.
holding?
Thank you, King.
Thank you, Ash. We love you. So everything's on fire.
Yeah. So I would like to welcome everyone back. We are resuming our little game here with fire and brimstone and probably people locked in paintings.
And a pug.
Oh.
Even more wisdom.
Oh, go
Very
off.
good
Yeah,
wisdom.
Just try and breathe, buddy.
You're right. We
You
should
can make it.
unionize.
We should unionize.
100%. They deserve fair pay. Yes, and no hummus. That's what she really wants.
So we are running a little bit late, so we are going to go with a little bit of a variant. That is to say, we are going to do one round, and every person during that round gets 2 dice and gets to give one away and keep one. So this will be a fun bit of chaos. Let's go. And we'll start with Gas. Who is your character going after?
I mean, our friendly neighborhood rustling of leaves is who they're supposed to be going after. And I do have
hello.
failure in the cards of this task, huh?
Yes, you do.
Would be nice to just avoid it, huh?
That is the failure.
Yeah. I can't propose you guys make a scene for me this time.
Yes, you can. And then
Okay.
you get to choose what the results are. I'm thinking that Tick has made a decision, and Tick's decision is, oh no, Messalina is on the warpath after Jacques fucked with her. Jacques fucked with them. So Tick wants to just get out of the city, go east as Douglas suggested, and just find the nearest volcano and retire there.
Yeah.
So
They're- Their method of transportation out of the city is a kid's bike with training wheels on.
So yeah, what we're seeing is like the most whatchamacallit,
intense.
no, I am really blanking on my
Adrenaline pumping?
pop culture here.
Fast and Furious.
No. A Netflix show that made Dungeons and Dragons cool again.
Stranger Things.
Yeah, I'm imagining like a Stranger Things or It style, like kids on bikes driving away, but instead it's like an imp who's trying to boost up their speed with wing flaps,
Yeah.
and then just as the camera zooms in, a single like route goes, and the bike goes sprawling. And that's what it Ah, yes, a tonal screeching.
And then I guess Tick hits the ground and then goes, ah! Oh! Tree!
Yes, we are trees.
I'm just trying to get out. I'm just trying to get out this time.
Okay.
Okay? I'm just gonna
We
back
don't-
up real slowly.
We don't care if you leave.
Why did you
no.
trip me up?
We were just curious. Don't come back, or we will find you.
I don't think I want to come back. I'm just gonna pick up the bike. I think you gave it a flat tire, but that's okay. Can you give me a little push? I'm really bad at getting started.
And they don't even say anything, just you get on the bike and there's this like roll of roots as they push you along, and you're going like, before you were going maybe 15 miles an hour and now you're going like 40.
Yeah!
Not terribly fast,
Did you just yeet the imp out of the city?
but yes, they did.
Oh, I love that.
So I think, Gas, that is the end of the scene.
I think that went incredibly well for Tick.
So you get to keep one good die, which is actually not good for you,
Yeah.
and you get to give away one good die. Who do you give it away to? Is Anya just going to stack them up?
No, I'm gonna give this one to Shelly.
Oh no.
Oh, cursing them.
Chaos.
Gas is still a little limp.
I'm a little limp.
Just a little guy. Just a little
Just a
dude.
little guy.
Just a little
This
David.
little guy.
Yeah, so I honestly think that I want to establish another scene. This time with Anya, as
I feel so popular.
as Jacques is just doing finishing touches on his painting of Douglas, out in the yard, like chilling. And in the distance, you see columns of smoke rising as something precious is on fire.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that around this time, someone is going to make a house call.
Oh yes, you feel a rumble in the ground as suddenly like your entire backyard is filled with birch trees all surrounding you, and like you're kind of positioned weirdly as they've all kind of wrapped around you.
Ah, Mr. Fave, to what do I owe this pleasure?
You have destroyed something precious and we will make you pay.
I have done no such thing. As basically, you have him entirely locked in, but not his fingers. And snap, as he turns into a little bird, chirps like a chirp that is clearly offensive, and then just flies out, sits down on the porch of the house, and just the wings twist to do another snap, and he's just sprawled out in his like in the deck chair in front of his house, and he goes, so, I mean, you should have gone for the head, honestly, like, or for the hand. because you're not getting to me here. This place is desiccated. Not something where Fae can come.
You want us to go for the hand? Well then, are you sure that everything is desecrated? As they begin to burst from the ground surrounding your entire abode, whatever it may be. And while yes, the space that's on
Birch
ground
trees
level
slowly start burning.
yes, well, while the ground is desecrated, the upper floors are not. As the tree branches crash in and just tear apart anything in the upper story of your house.
Well, now that is very, very rude, and you will hear from my lawyer. However, honestly, immaterial. As he looks at you, and because while you were away, I have already won. Snaps his fingers again and puffs away in sulfur with a curled up painting under his arm. Because that's the only thing in that atelier he cared about.
Okay. Well, that atelier is completely wrecked at this point, and they don't care about the burning at the edges.
Seems like I'm getting I'll call it a bad and a good for this one. So I'm going to keep the bad.
You lose some.
Because I'm an evil little devil who enjoys that.
Yeah.
And I'll give the good again to my scene partner.
I'm so good.
In before you just roll all ones.
Yep.
Ready.
The
The painting is finished.
Yeah, the painting is finished. And where else would Jock be going than the inauguration ceremony? Now that time has passed, the fires that happened last week led to a glorious debate, which won Douglas the support he needed, and is now, after a very impressive landslide election, being inaugurated today. And of course, he needs his painting for the office. And so, we come to the scene of Douglas at the top of the stairs, giving his speech of being inaugurated, talking about his plans for the city, as we see Jacques poof into the scene, maybe next to him, maybe just in the crowd. I'll leave that to Jacques' decision, as he's giving a heated speech on how unacceptable it is to be just desecrating nature in the way that it has been.
Yeah, so Jacques is like a little bit away, but he catches your eye pretty much instantly, and there's this little smile that he throws your way. It's that smile. It's that goddamn smile. As you definitely see he's slightly ruffled up, but he just does that, and suddenly all of the dirt that had accumulated falls off his clothing, and he's now in a perfect Sunday best suit. As he's just you finish your speech, and he's in the crowd just giving a very polite hand. And then we find ourselves in the mayor's office after the ceremony, after the speech, with Jack and Douglas.
And it's not just the two of us. At least to your knowledge, what would a dryad treant man be if he did not bring his nature and his love of it into his home, and someone who he considers a close advisor in the form of a single tree seamlessly added into the walls to be indiscreet of Messalina? As we begin our conversation, no, Jack, I really do appreciate you being there. I must have missed you at the start, but I'm sure you heard how heated I was about this horrible situation.
Yes, I was running a bit late. But your walls are so bare. As his eyes glide over the walls and rest for a second on where the tree is, and then continue as it is finally done. And hands over like the scroll case that has a life-sized portrait in it.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, my friend. However, fortunately, due to the fire, as well as the lack of other resources that I would prefer for framing, the frame is not here. And so this will have to wait for a little bit to be hung up. However, I have a new project for you. Something that I would like you to get started on right away.
Absolutely. Whatever it is, my friend.
Nature is so important to the city. I'm sure you've heard me say it over and over again. The crowd and the people agree with the overwhelming 74.8% vote I had received. To do this,
A very organic groundswell.
what better way to capture the essence of nature than to capture it in its purest form? Jack, I have a very, very special place to introduce you to that I think would be much better to have your incredible artisan hand capture. And if you'd let me, I'd like to take you there now.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to wait for that. But you should, at the very least, do me the artist's credit of having a look at the painting I drew for you.
Oh, I'd rather not see it until it's adorned in glass and glorious wood, as it's supposed to be. To look at as gorgeous and incredible as it is, I'm sure that I know your work, Jock. I don't need to see it to know how amazing it is. But to see it in a place that it's not supposed to be, unfeathered in a hand, would not be appropriate for the arts I want this city to convey. Please, 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 my friend. Let's... I have... It's very quick. In fact, we can get there from here.
Douglas, you hear the voice emitting. Might we hold on to this painting for you?
Thank you, dear sister. Or cousin, excuse me. Cousin.
Well, this
But
isn't
of
going
course.
quite as I would have liked, but there's always plan B. And as you're reaching to hand over the painting, he just goes, a taple, and the box opens up as Ghost begins screaming out and start to grab Douglas as the painting falls down.
Well, I think that we would see this happening and immediately, like, faster than you have ever seen a tree. And you've seen trees moving around pretty fast lately, but we would absolutely just reach out with our many branches and snatch it away and flip it in your direction. Just to see if it does anything.
I hate to know, but
Okay.
because the painting itself is of Douglas. So as it unfurls, it does start to become lifelike as energy starts streaming away from Douglas towards that painting. And I think what the consequences of that is probably best left up to the aftermath roll.
Okay.
Because whether this goes well for our poor tree or poorly for our poor tree is probably depending on whether or not he rolls the worst fate possible.
I think double purple.
Either double purple or purple blue. Because Rustling of Wind did come to his aid.
That's true.
And
Well, why else would his cousin be in the office? You think he doesn't talk to his cousin? You think he doesn't know what happened and what is happening? This is all according to Douglas's plan. He made a mistake in the past,
Oh,
but
yeah.
his family's the most. This is exactly what he wanted.
Oh, it's all coming up blue for Douglas.
Ooh, I like the argument.
Why do you think I have my cousin here? Do you think I don't talk? I love nature. You think I'm not gonna find out what happened about fires?
Maybe a purple blue.
Yeah, the reason
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
think it's
purple blue
mixed.
is because
Yeah.
you're definitely on like the edge of oblivion, but you pulled it away in such a way that you have a chance of being saved.
Well, naturally, I'm gonna hold on to the blue because I have the protection from my cousin. However, I have to admonish the fact that your cleverness is getting in the way, and purples right now are good for you.
Everything's coming up, Chuck. But more is coming up. More is coming up, Messalina.
Yeah.
Stop mess-alinaing up my plans.
Never. We are immense. We will survive beyond you.
Next up is Shelly.
I think, again, because she's so cloistered, we're gonna give it up to somebody else to establish the scene.
I feel like Messalina is a little bit distracted right now, so if she wants to leave,
I kind of
tried
like the idea of
Reverse phone call, Tick again.
I kind of like the idea of Tick and Amra just running off together.
You could just reverse, like, oh, whatever that spell was, I'll reverse engineer it. Like, you know how it's you have the callback feature on your phone. Star 69, is that
Oh,
what
yeah.
you people call it?
I don't know. It's been a while. I don't have a landline anymore.
yeah, same.
I think that's just color recognition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could do that. Yeah, that'd be. So yeah, I think after the screaming match, there was like a rapport, maybe, and
An understanding, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I was just expecting more screaming.
It turns out that both of them are trying to get away from the city, and they meet in the same tavern, and they just Tick is sitting at the bar as Amber comes walking in and goes
Points to my small bike with training wheels on it.
Points to foot.
Whatever happens, at least one blue is theirs.
Yes.
And a hug.
So,
They were never seen again.
Shelly, which one do you take and which one do you give away?
Ooh. I'm gonna take a purple
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like leaving the grove is going to have consequences for her. But I'm going to give a blue. Hold on.
Relying on dice.
Yeah.
Relying on dice to
my
decide
favorite
who gets
weakness
dice.
of mine.
Yep.
Should I say who I'm
No,
deciding between?
no.
Okay.
Just let the dice go. You're the GM right now. We don't get to know.
It's going to Gask.
Ooh,
Yeah, all even, baby.
Brody.
Who
The
were
two
you?
blue,
Now
two
I am
purple.
interested. Who are you? Who were you deciding between?
You, Gask and Tab. You, Gask and... Just to add a little bit of chaos. And
Add some
yeah.
spice.
I'm here for.
And so it was like odds, Gask, evens, Tav. It came up with a 3, so.
Amazing. Oh, I see Anya. We may have lost Anya.
Ooh.
Who's going up next? No.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Anya!
Fire reached Anya's house.
We're back.
Anya!
back,
No! What
Back!
happened?
Yeah.
You've returned. You didn't go off to that bar as well.
Anya's just a whole bunch of bird trees just burst forth through in that bar. As Messalina goes, little did you know, this bar floor is made out of birch.
I love it.
But yes. Oh no.
Oh,
No.
oh heavens.
Oh, no.
Oh, great heavens.
I made Anya laugh so hard that she disconnected. I'm sorry, everyone. This is my fault.
R.I.P.
Let me use this moment to give another shout out for the ECF, the Entertainment Community Funds that we are currently fundraising for. If you would like to donate, obviously that is completely voluntary. If you don't have the money, please don't. Please spend it on yourself first. Something we all get. We all get our own gas masks first. But if you can, this supports artists and other creatives who are part of the entertainment industry in these times that have been made very trying by some fuckwits at the studios.
Yeah.
Yeah, the A in there stands for reasonable.
Also, shout out to the cats who are being impacted directly by your donations.
Yes.
Cats. We are the cats.
Anyway, Anya, you have returned.
Yes, I have. And what's interesting is y'all disappeared from me. I was in here the whole time.
Oh,
I've been here. the whole
wait.
time.
We have a blue and a purple up there, but I believe we
It was just
only
two
have purples
purples.
left. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Well,
something
the
went,
last die is a wild.
Yeah.
No, it is not.
Oh, it's not.
Last die is a wild for the establishing.
Hold
Okay,
on,
okay,
hold on. I could have sworn.
Unless it is. If it is, then
Page 45, as they lay for the aftermath, that last die is wild.
oh,
But use it as it lays for calculating the aftermath.
one
Ooh.
sec. 45, you said? By the way, everyone, I would like to introduce you to an actual good example of rules laundering. Let's see. 45.
Actually, Tav, I don't think you're
Last die is
doing
five.
it
Yeah,
right.
you are 100% correct. The last die can be called either blue or purple.
Sweet. I approve of this message because I have all blues.
So, what does Messalina's last
Messalina.
thing? I think, honestly, one thing that I would suggest is don't make it like anything after what Jacques has done to Douglas, because we kind of need to resolve that. We need to resolve that. So either a flashback or something that the other trees are doing in the city while this is going on.
It could be you releasing Amra.
I would say that we are releasing the trees to wreak havoc on anything that is like devilish. Like nothing specific, just like this is in reaction to the scene at Jacques' house. This is not in reaction to the office. So Messalina is like done with your shit and is like targeting anyone that they think has a connection to you.
Oh
Anything
boy!
that smells like sulfur.
Depending on how this roll ends, you may have just unchained the apocalypse.
I mean, that's fine too. They don't care so long as the trees take over the world.
No. I'm 100% on board with the apocalypse. I am, after all, evil.
Uh-huh.
And, hey, a lot of people going to hell. That's very nice. Oh god.
Don't send me back there! I can't go back! Not to the
Yes.
hells!
Yes, you can.
Yes,
And
we
we'll
absolutely
have-
can.
We'll have some words about deals not followed through.
Oh,
Anyway, Anya, the floor is yours.
Mhm. I mean, I'm giving myself a blue because obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Messalina is doing exactly what they think they should be doing, and they see nothing wrong with that. So they get a blue.
Okay.
And
Who gets purple?
I don't want to make things better for you.
Because of your knowledge and sending away of Amra, it makes her situation better, which
That is true.
a purple supports.
Yeah.
This is true. I'll give that to Amra
Amazing.
because they want to help.
So, now we go into the aftermath phase. During the aftermath phase, we have everyone rolls the dice that they have received, and then looks at the aftermath table to see how well or poorly everything has gone. You want to roll a high total on this.
Okay.
So we'll start with Gask. Round the table.
Okay, where is said aftermath table?
Go ahead and roll your 2 purples and 2 blues, and then I can tell you what it is that you got.
Okay. Toot, 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 toot. Roll.
2 purple and 2 blues can still turn. Oh no. Okay, so 3 minus 3, those count away, and that means you
So
have
minus
you
2
end up with 3
or
blue.
3
Grim.
blue.
The stress and trauma from your the stress and trauma from your little adventure are going to haunt you forever. Bits of your soul are destroyed, and you're still missing a piece or 2. In a few years, children are going to cry when you get too close. All your plans have ended in complete ruin. So how do
every
all of
time
take-
there's a breeze on the trees, I start to shake.
I have a suggestion. Because
Yeah.
you made a deal with Jacques, and
Ah,
whether Jacques survives this whole ordeal or not, someone is going to come collect.
uh-oh.
So, and Tick would know this. So it's not that Tick is going to be pulled into the hells. It's that Tick spends the rest of their life looking over their shoulder.
Mm.
It could be disguised as anyone. It could be you. It could be me.
It could be me. he'll turn into a spy any moment now. Any moment now. Yes. So next would be me. I get to roll 4 purples and 1 blue. So this will either go very well or incredibly poorly, depending on how my purples roll.
Ooh,
That's not great.
still good.
so-
Still good.
I'm at an 8, I think.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Yeah. 3 and 4 minus 6 makes 1. 2 plus 5 plus 1 makes 8. Cool. 8 purple. That puts me in nothing to write home about. Back to where you started. Maybe sore and broke, just like yesterday and tomorrow. You probably learned something from it though, like how to do it right next time. Next time. So I'm going to say that this is what happens. Actually, no. Riley, would you like to quickly roll for me as well?
Yeah,
Because,
we should see what all 3 of us involved in this moment roll before
Yeah,
determining
I think
aftermath.
less for Anya, because we all know that Anya's going to be pretty high anyway. The reason I'm asking is because I want to see what happens to Douglas.
See, and I
I just
have-
got a Douglas fur. I'm a dumb.
Yeah.
Yep,
That
that was
wasn't
there. That was there the whole time.
And me, I've been here the whole time.
We have now made 3 references to Game Changer.
I love Game Changer.
It's so good.
Okay.
Drop
Anyway.
out, please
4.
sponsor us.
That's a 2.
Oh,
So
I'll pay higher.
blue
White
6.
6. White 6.
Weak.
Beaten,
Hey,
busted,
you're
broke
busted.
down.
Yeah. It'll serve you
makes
well in
sense.
prison, which is where you're probably headed. So, I think I know what's about to happen. This will ultimately have some bearing on what Messalina ends up doing. But in the struggle, the spirits that Jacques sent after you hold you down and start pulling you into the painting. But as that happens, the trees start wreaking havoc across the city. Which, I mean, ultimately in that scuffle, you end up safe, probably because Messalina just strikes through the portrait, and probably discorporates Jacques, who falls back into the hells, and he's like, "Oh no, not again. Well, I guess I'll be back. I guess I'll be back for you," as he's being sucked into this hell portal. He's very, very nonchalant about it. However, as this all occurs, it said something about going to prison. I think Douglas might end up the scapegoat for his niece's crimes.
That depends. We got to see how the others roll out.
True. All right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1.
Yeah, 3 purple,
Did I
1
do
blue
that
for
right?
you.
I don't know how to do this. Did I click them correctly?
Just follow your heart.
Yeah. Nope, I don't know how to do this.
Do you want me
Obviously,
to roll it for you?
please. I'm just dumb.
There we go. You actually rolled really well for the dice that you have. That's another 8. So purple 8. That would be nothing to write home about. Back to where you started. Maybe sore and broke, but just like yesterday and tomorrow, you probably learned something though, like how to do it right next time. Could it be that you're back with your real family?
Well, seeing as her mother is dead, I think maybe as Amra meets up with Tick, maybe like an envoy of the we that is Messalina, that is her cousin, like shows up and is like, no. Turn your ass around.
And Jacob
just like-
absolutely abandons you at that point.
Oh yeah, no.
Fully
It was just like, hug, and then like, free.
pushes you into it and runs.
Yeah, basically like a hole opens up in the tree, and instead of having to walk back to the city, she just walks through the tree and she's back in the grove. And she's just like, I'll never escape this place. She's right, I'll never leave. Or they're right, I'll never leave.
Though, I think with Jacques' I'll get you next time gadget, I think we'll have this just a little like ominous note as a small envelope lies on her like lies on their pillow when they go back to their sleeping chambers, smelling vaguely of sulfur and brimstone with the seal of hell in wax on it.
Oh no.
I'm sure this won't lead to any trouble for
Just set it on fire. Don't even read it, just set it on fire. If you don't read
probably
it.
Anyway.
just gonna pick it up, smell it, and tuck it away.
And Messalina,
Yep.
5 blue dice. I'm going to laugh so hard if they're 5 ones.
I am
25.
incompetent. Roll them for me.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll.
I literally just see B dice.
That's a win.
That's 2
Win.
5s, a 6, 16, 17, 19.
19.
Which white 13 plus, fan-fucking-tastic. It's fat times ahead, safe and secure. That thing that would make your life better. Oh, you got it, absolutely. And then some, and then some more. Enjoy it.
They have their
Amazing.
cousin back in the Grove. They
Uh-huh.
have their other cousin in jail, but not dead. And then the city is theirs to wreak havoc in. So.
Yep.
Probably the embassy of the Hells has been utterly torn down, and while the Hells are like, we don't like this, and we kind of want to declare war about this, they send a few scouts up and just, oh, this city is all trees now. No skyscrapers, just very tall birch. You know what? We'll get back to this.
And as they're up there looking, a couple of the trees start to shift towards them.
Yeah, just poof back into sulfur. Although honestly, I think the Dukes of Hell are probably still decently pleased, because they were mostly here to prevent Douglas from making life in the city better. And I don't think it's become better for mortal people.
We're Fae. Nature is all we're about.
Hey, nature's happy.
And that is fine, so long as mortals are unhappy.
They'll learn to survive with it.
Oh my god, this is literally the second season of Legend of Korra. Third season of Legend of Korra. With Republic City taken over by spirit forests.
Oh yeah, all the big vines.
I haven't watched the whole thing yet.
I will not say any more, but I think that is the end of the stream.
Just picture trees towering over skyscrapers.
Yeah, and down as the camera just shifts down. There's a Jacques in his demon form standing in front of a very, very tall desk with a much larger demon behind it. Yes, you see, it may have been a temporary failure, but we have things in the. Oh no! I'm sorry. And that's where it cuts off. I love playing a Disney villain.
No.
Oh, this is so much fun.
I think I asked for a Wile E. Coyote moment. I think I got it.
Oh yeah.
With all that, we have been playing Serendipity City, and this has been a absolutely wonderful time. I would like to reintroduce you to our wonderful, wonderful cast, starting with, going from right to left this time, Shelly. Who are, what do, wherefore, how, and how much would you sell your soul for?
Hi, I've been Shelly Von Miller. I've already sold my soul. I was part of the government for 8 years of my life, so joke's on you.
Hi.
You can find me everywhere on the internet at Shelly Von Miller. Later on today, I will be finishing my first playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. So if you kind of want to see what shenanigans goes down, I'm over on Twitch. Tuesdays on Twitch at Mr._Mephisto. I play a Ventru vampire named Ashley Dame, who is bored with life and just, yeah. And then starting Thursday, we're back with season 2 of Oops All Ducks, a Dragonbane game where I play a mallard called Professor Jade Waddlemeyer, and she has an Australian accent.
Amazing.
There you go. And that's on Twitch as well.
Next up, we have Gaskinator, who doesn't do the social media nonsense, but would you like us to tell you what your opinion on trees is?
I love trees. I was actually supposed to get trees cut down today, though, because we're trying to get new internet, because they're finally considering my shitty road for fiber. And then they came in and they were like, there's trees in the way, we'll come back in October. And I have a feeling they're not going to come back. But
When the trees die in October.
Yeah. But yeah, so check in October. We'll see if my internet's running crispy smooth. And yes, I do not do any internet nonsense. I will sell my soul and absolutely everything if you can get Hatsune Miku's Instagram account back and not suspended anymore. That would be great. Thank you.
Why was that Instagram account suspended?
I don't know.
Probably lewdness. Who knows?
It's Hatsune Miku.
Anyway, next up is Riley. Where can people find you? What do you do? And what would you sell your soul for?
Hello, everybody. Once again, I am Riley Manus. You can find me on Twitter at ManusVO or on TikTok at Riley Manus, but I haven't posted anything in a while, so go enjoy the classics. You can find me, if you'd like my playing, you can also find me on Cybernation Uncensored, the first and third Monday, playing a Last of Us 2D20 game, as well as every Wednesday night with Component Cast playing a Cyberpunk Red game. If you want to hire me for voice things and say funny things for you or serious things for you, send me a message. Check out my website. Other than that, I can't sell my soul because I work for a bank. It's currently on loan, and I'm using the funds to flip stocks, and I'm down. It is bad.
As long as it's not crypto, you're good.
Oh, I'm all in.
You say that, but capitalism is a particularly evil kind of devil, particularly pernicious. So I am Tavernaut. I go by he/him pronouns. I do the silly TTRPG thing on the internet. Every once in a while, I get mad at something, and then I do charity about it. You can see my cats if you pay money, because starving actors need to eat. And beyond that, I would sell my soul for a Klondike bar. And I'm moving it on to Anya. Where can people find you? What do you do? And what would you sell your soul for?
So I'm Anya. I am Lolly on cosplay everywhere. Things that are coming up tomorrow and the next day. I am a special guest at an online convention called CitrusCon. That is a BL, which means Boys Love, 18 plus convention. You may still be able to register for it. It is free. Majority on Discord, some of it on Twitch, and I'm doing panels both days, so that'll be a fun time. And I'm also selling merch of my cosplays and donating the money to the Maui Strong Fund. So if you want to buy some beautiful photos of me dressed as dudes, you can, and then I will be donating the money.
Amazing. Very good cause.
And that's what I'm selling my soul for a good cause.
You're the only one who had to be good about it. Well, thank you.
I mean, look at the dice that I had.
Thank you all for this intel. The 9 hells will be most pleased. I had a wonderful time. We aren't quite done yet because we have one more show coming up, a rom-com called Bad Timing, with such luminaries as Arnica Ross, Genity Q Burb, Torrent Talks Creativity, and Danny's Corner, or Danny Pizza, Animated Pizza. This is we were having our session 0 yesterday, and I'm super excited for that one.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to watch that one, I just dropped a link to that video in the chat. If you click that, just be sure to give it a like to help the algorithm show it to more people, and just drop a get me notified. That'll help in the algorithm, and it'll help you get notified when it goes live in technically half an hour, but I also need to eat, so maybe a little bit later.
You have human needs.
Also,
What?
a tab
Weird,
stream.
right? Oh yeah, I mean, I stream things. It happens occasionally. Go donate. That is the important bit. Go donate
money.
So
Donate
that
for
the
her.
cats can get treats. And
Now I want to go grab my boy.
She looks so happy.
I would not be allowed to do that to our boys.
She's
Anyway.
sleepy.
I will see you all later. Have a wonderful day, and be back in about half an hour to an hour. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.